my name is Christopher Taylor, and I'm giving a speech for conflict analysis for interpersonal speech and communication. So for this assignment, I have chosen my relationship with a man named Diego. We had to choose a relationship with someone we knew, or one that we've read about, seen, heard about, whichever one it is that you want to do. And I felt that Diego was a really good one for this conflict analysis paper. He's someone I knew in high school, and we knew each other for the 4 years, the duration of high school. We met briefly freshman year, and we kind of got closer, and then we were friends, and then we weren't friends, and then we didn't really like each other, just your normal high school relationship. Anyway, I chose it because I thought it went really well with a lot of these topics in conflict analysis that I'm going to talk about. So let's dive right in. For the first one, we have conflict resolution. Conflict resolution, for a brief definition, kind of in my own words, would just be solving conflicts, resolving issues, making sure that everyone gets what they need from a situation instead of one person getting everything and someone getting nothing. In this photograph I've chosen, we have a man holding up 3 puzzle pieces and a person talking to him, and then one that's not. So the point of the puzzle pieces is that you're trying to put everything together. And when you have a relationship with someone, you want everyone to kind of benefit a little bit, or benefit how they're supposed to benefit, instead of one person winning the argument. Conflict resolution for my relationship with Mr. Diego, we didn't have any. We would argue. I remember one week we started on a Monday and we didn't even end until Friday. We argued that whole week, and from then on until somebody stopped us from our friend group and was like, guys, this is kind of getting ridiculous, we need to be finished. So him and I could never come to an agreement. We could never put the puzzle pieces together, if you will. And that was the problem, is that no matter how hard we tried, our friendship was doomed to fail from the beginning, because no matter what we did, we couldn't find resolutions in our conflict. Into the second, the social penetration theory. So the reason that this onion is up here is because there's many layers to social penetration theory. There's the first layer, which is you're talking about age, college majors, hometown, basic levels. Social penetration is basically what information you disclose to who and how fast. So when you meet a random stranger, if you're wearing a college ring, for example, and they have the same college ring, then maybe the beginning topic would be, oh, I went there, what year did you graduate? And that's a normal conversation for people to use briefly. So you see how the third layer, straight to the third layer, values, traits, and fears, you wouldn't talk to someone about your deep fear unless it's like a psychiatrist or a psychologist. You wouldn't go up to a random stranger and be like, I'm afraid of clowns. Because that's a deeper topic. That's something you tell a friend or a loved one, a girlfriend or a boyfriend, that kind of thing. So then in the middle, we have musical tastes, political beliefs, leisure interests. These are more deeper than the first layer, but not as deep as the third layer. It's something you can talk about to people who are acquaintances, or maybe not super close friends, but you're trying to get to that point. It gives you something to use to talk about. And so basically there are about 3 layers. There's obviously more than that. But these categories are easy to look at to decide kind of who you should tell what. With my relationship with Diego, we didn't abide by these rules. When we met, the first day that we met, actually his girlfriend had done something to him for physically harm, and I had to go to the principal's office with him in the middle of math class. And so we just went straight to the third layer. We went straight into his fears and his personal traits and what was wrong with his life and what was wrong with his relationship with his girlfriend, and we dived right in. And I don't think that was effective, and I don't think that's how you should do it, and I think that eventually led to our downfall. I felt like I knew him really well, better than everyone else did, but he was hanging out with everyone else more. So the other people in our friend groups were seeing him, they were going to get dinner with him, they were hanging out with him. I wasn't doing that, but I knew all these things about him that no one else did. And so we just kind of skipped the whole, for this theory, the basis is knowing when to tell people what, and we just went straight to the bottom, which is not how you're supposed to do it. Which brings me to our last topic, communication climate. So like social penetration theory, communication climate has to do with looking at the whole thing as a system. In your communication climate, we have a little comic strip here. It says, communication is key. Do you know what miscommunication gets us? The basis for all Three's Company episodes. So the reason that we have that is because it's making a joke about how miscommunication is easily used to further shows, TVs, or whatever it is. And then here we go, it's my sources. Thank you, and have a great day.